Yo, welcome to Intro to Fractions. I'll be your moderator, Ken Pulliam. Today we're going to look at like and unlike fractions. When you're talking about like and unlike fractions, you have to look at the denominator. The denominator decides whether you can add or subtract fractions. When you have a like denominator, meaning they're the same at the bottom, it's very simple. Your denominator will always stay the same. So if your denominator is 5 here, in your answer, your denominator is going to be 5. All you simply have to do is add the numerators. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So here in your answer, here in your problem, your answer is 3/5. Looking at your second problem, you also should notice again you have like denominators. So your denominator is 7 here and 7 here, so your answer is also going to be 7. In this problem, it's a little bit different. The first problem, there was an addition sign. This one, there's a subtraction sign. So now, 3 minus 2 is 1. This is how you add and subtract fractions with like denominators. To the right of it, we see 1/2 plus 1/3. The difference here is now that the denominators are unlike. They're not the same. Here's a little trick I learned. What you want to do is you want to multiply the two denominators together to get an answer. So 3 times 2 would also be the same as 2 times 3. If you look at it, you're going to get the same answer. 3 times 2 and 2 times 3, which happens to be 6. We'll put 6 as our new denominator. Now, when you're adding unlike fractions and you find out what your like denominators are, whatever you did to the bottom number, the bottom denominator, you do to the top numerator. So here we multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 here. Over here we multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3 here. If you notice, we'll have 3 times 1, which will be 3. And we already have 3 times 2, which is 6. Over here you'll have 1 times 2, which is 2. And then you already have 3 times 2, which is 6. This is your addition sign. Now this problem has turned to a problem just like this one. We already have our like denominator, so in this one it happens to be 6. All you have to do is add the numerators. 3 plus 2, which gives you 5. Let's try one more. Here you have 4/5 minus 1/2. As you can see, they're unlike denominators. Not the same. So we're going to do the same thing we did here. We're going to multiply the 2 by the 5. And we're going to multiply the 5 by the 2. Has to give us the same number. We're going to have like denominators. 2 times 5 is 10. And 10 over here. Same denominator. But you must remember, what you do to the bottom number, our denominators, you got to do the same to the top. So over here we multiply by 2. Over here we multiply by 5. 2 times 4 is 8. And over here 1 times 5 is 5. This time though, we're not adding, we're subtracting. We worked so hard to get our denominator, so 10 and 10. So 10 would be our common denominator. And 8 minus 5 would be 3. 3/10 is our answer. That was fun. Join me next time as we learn how to do fractions at another level. Thank you.